Cinema men, welcome back to Tom Plays Civ 6 for absolute beginners. We are back with the Sumerians, and we're hopefully going to spam a whole bunch of builders, is the plan. Although I am kind of wishing we had a bunch of settlers instead, but hey. Okay, missionary, Lagash, fair enough. Just keep up with the old conversions. Lost sight of the Norwegian settlers. Hope we're not going for this wonder. Okay, so we've made a builder in Uruk. It's fine, so, well, we'll start with the farm down there. Should build a library, really. Need to work on our science, although I think we're more or less down to a choice between going for another science victory or a culture victory. Haven't actually decided which. Okay, builder in I want every city to produce a builder. Let's convert Yerevan to Enki. If nothing else, it'll increase the religious pressure as well. So hopefully Tromso may actually stay Enki. And close to the end of the classical era. Okay, Badtavira has built their archer, so builder there as well. Warcart. Oh yeah, you're just staying there waiting for that settler, aren't you? Archer, you may as well just fortify. And builder, I would like you to build an improvement. So where else should the builder go? 2 science, 1 culture. I might build another ziggurat actually. I don't really feel like we've taken enough advantage of Gilgamesh's special abilities. Don't really feel like I took enough advantage of the Golden Age either, but never mind. Maybe we'll have another one later in the game. I don't know if you can get 2 in a row. So the next era will see us dealing with a slightly more... there's a chariot. There's a settler. Oh hell, they are going for the wonder. See, if we lose the wonder, that may end up making us decide for science rather than culture, but we'll see. We'll see. I do think sometimes the computer can be quite indecisive when it comes to actually founding a city. So it's whether we should try and go and take the wonder, or whether we should try and make sure Lagash doesn't get cut off. Although that does run the risk of breaking our promise. So maybe going straight for the wonder would be a better idea. On the plus side, because we do have one of the DLCs, there's a chance that we will be able to take over any city they found simply because they will be surrounded by our cities. So perhaps not quite as bad as one would think. Right. Let's do the sheep. I'm just thinking that it's going to have one builder, but they'll only be able to do 3 provinces. So let's share from city to city. So what I'm actually thinking is, even though we've made a big deal about builders and we do absolutely need them, I might, when the culture changes, change back to settlers, because we have a lot of settling we need to do. The problem is, having made that promise to Harold, we're now, in theory, committed to not settling anywhere near them. So if they build a city in the middle of our cities, it's going to be very hard to settle anywhere, which I'm not at all happy about. Okay, so what else should we build? A granary, probably. We want this city to grow. The granary basically helps the city to grow in population, is what it amounts to. Right. Not very clear on whether I can get there. I'm actually wondering if it might be time for an explorer finally. I do need traders. Should probably build those in Uruk though, if anywhere. Scout. Let's build a scout. Okay, so I am thinking let's head down to the Wonder. Are they? They're not, are they? They need to be in an escort formation. I don't want to make the mistakes that Saladin made. Tempt Harold to take our settler for free. We have shipbuilding, okay. So, I still don't think we have any boosts. We're probably close to building an iron mine. Hopefully going to get a trade route soon. Improved 2 sea resources, again that's a builder. Government with 6 policy slots. You see, all of these are quite long standing, unfortunately. Still, okay, how close are we to building an iron mine? So I think this is iron, and 2 turns. Yeah, we should still get the advantage of that one. Hopefully. Okay, let's keep heading down to the Wonder. Builder, want to build a plantation to get silk. Lagash. Few things a Lagash could do with, but ancient walls are probably top of the list. Whether it's worth doing a builder while we've got that bonus, probably not, to be honest. No, we should do ancient walls. We never know when Harold may suddenly decide to attack us. Make another plantation for dyes. I haven't really been thinking about the ziggurats, I've been thinking about the regular things. Scouts gain experience by exploring. This is superior to opulence, this is true. Okay, so we've now got a military option, which gives us a big bonus in defence. That probably is really worth it for us. However, right, so we're going to switch back to settlers. And that's probably the main difference, actually. I think that's probably the only thing we're actually going to change. So we need to start building settlers again. Okay, we have campus districts, kill a unit with quadrigene, not that likely. Feudalism, also be useful. Might go with naval tradition though. Oh yeah, we've just built a scout, haven't we? So they've got an archer already. We should start with settlers. Even if it means breaking the promise to Harold, we really need settlers. Governor title, right, we did want one that improved loyalty. Is that going to be a Marni? I think it might be. I think the diplomat can either help with envoys or can help with loyalty. So let's appoint her, and we're going to send her to Lagash, which is the city most at risk of losing loyalty for the time being. You're supposed to be there. Oh, sorry, it's a scout. Yes, I want you to go there. See if you can learn about the world around us. Build a pasture. So all of these improvements should bolster our cities in various ways. They're well worth having. Let's get the iron mine for the boost towards iron working. Right, the warrior. Well, maybe we should make life difficult. Oh, right, brilliant. Okay, so they have claimed the wonder, so I think we're probably looking at going for a science victory. Unfortunately, unless we can persuade that city to change sides. Right, so in that case, our settler is now going to go here to try and make sure that we're cohesive, that we're not being cut off. Okay, so kind of sorry to lose that one there. But we can't settle near there without breaking our promise, so might end up breaking the promise anyway. But for the time being, quite happy to bring Lagash back into the fold. Okay, I think they've got this thing wrong. I think they're suggesting that we're now in a dark age, which is unfortunate. Didn't actually expect that. And I wasn't keeping a very careful eye on it, but I was not expecting a dark age. Right, maybe because we didn't do enough religious stuff. So we've got another dedication. So how does this work? I think we've got less loyalty, okay? But we can adopt dark policies. Oh, we can get a heroic age next turn. And we can make a dedication, okay. So, I'm not going to do the evangelist this time, that was a mistake. Monumentality, well, that's kind of interesting. Pembrush and voice, free inquiry. Well, given that we're probably going to go for a science victory now, free inquiry has to be the one, I think. Right, I want a trader. Oroka needs to start trading. Got some new things. Construct a campus, that's good. We're going to be doing that anyway. Send trade route, that's good. We're going to be doing that anyway. Right, let's just try and keep these as high as we can. So, a builder. So that should give us a Eureka, which should be a plus towards getting a heroic age. We've also got a plus towards machinery, apparently, because we own 3 archers. Okay, cool, let's do machinery. Builder. Plantation. So yeah, this is something to watch for with this DLC. You need enough era score at the end of each era, or you could fall into a dark age. I think probably the problem there was a poor choice of dedication. on our part. We weren't really going out enough theologically to justify the decision to go with that as our dedication. Wheat. Okay. There's not much chance of us taking over the city this time, because our ability to affect loyalty is reduced. Still, hopefully we'll be alright. Hopefully having our Governor Amani there is going to help with Lagash's loyalty, and everywhere else, because we're quite together, we'll hopefully get through this. I think we might be stuck with the Dark Age till the end of this particular era. So, it's unfortunate, but we'll just carry on. So we need to make lots of science buildings. Because even though we do want to make a lot of settlers as well, science buildings are going to be the thing. Okay. You should probably go help Lagash. Let's do copper, because they may not be building a builder for a bit. Let's get some cocoa, that'll cheer people up. Everyone likes a bit of chocolate. So some of the whole thing with the builders is variety as well as what it does for individual cities. Okay, we're going to start trading. Actually quite tempted to trade with Cairo. Although they don't give us a huge amount apart from money. Oh, hang on, Candy wants us to send a trade route. Let's do Candy. Much better. Getting a plus to currency. So, yeah, so basically what we'll see is as the caravan moves between Candy and Uruk, they'll start to create roads, which, you know, are useful for getting around on. Is Stonehenge actually any use at this stage of the game? Grants a free great profit, not that much use, I have to say. Oh, got a new district for the government. Government Plaza, let's do it. Okay, so this is a district. So, where should we put it? We can't buy any more land. Don't have enough money. I think we're going to be sticking it in a swamp. Not to worry. So all we found up here is more of Norway. It's probably going to mean our scout doesn't achieve much, but never mind. Might just... Actually, we should probably think about upgrading that warrior. Need them in our own borders to upgrade. Eridu has built a builder, which is great. Could maybe do with building some boats. I don't currently have any. What are our options? Galley. Only coastal waters though. Not that interested in that. Okay, let's focus on the building science buildings then, because we do need to do that. This one isn't going to gain any advantages, which is a shame, but we are officially going for a science victory, so we really should be hammering science. Right, we need to build sea improvements for a Eureka boost. So we're going to do that for preference in Eridu. So I don't think the scout can actually cross water yet. Not sure why there isn't a little improvement symbol here, because we can definitely do an improval. So there we're going to boost the celestial navigation, which is good. And this builder can do some wheat. One thing I hadn't pointed out, because it did slip my mind, is I think this keeps a total of our era score, so we need it to reach here, I think. I don't know if we get out of a dark age if we achieve this. Oh, I see, to avoid a dark age we need 68 or above. Golden age, which in this case will be heroic age, is 80 or above. So right, so I should have been keeping a closer eye on this as well. Not to worry. Right, there aren't any other improvements of that kind that we can do, so let's go and do some dyes. I'll often actually trade away a resource like dyes with a relatively friendly nation in exchange for something they have that we don't, as long as it's something we have 2 of. So I think we're about to get 2 dyes, and they'll often suggest it. Okay, medieval era, apparently that's what we're in. So we've discovered machinery. So we should have a few more boosts now. Currency and celestial navigation. I'm going to do currency first, that's always useful. But we do need to start exploring the sea. Need more amenities. Okay. Well, you need to finish building a crossbowman now. You're obviously upgrade at some point to crossbowmen rather than archers, which is good, but they do take longer to build. Okay, another builder might actually do a ziggurat, because it does do science. I think in some ways Gilgamesh is a good option for science. Don't have enough money to upgrade him to swordsman. It's fine, you can just stay there and defend the ziggurat. Not a big problem. Construct a government building. I think we just did. I know, we discovered it. Naval tradition. Excellent. Don't think we need to change any policies. Harbour district bonuses, Great Admiral, not that fussed. Oh, these are the dark policies we can have. Starts an Inquisition. Domestication. Can't train or buy settlers. Monasticism. Twilight of Valor. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother. I think I'll just focus on getting out of the Dark Age. It is a new option that you can take advantage of, those policies. Right, so recorded history, build 2 campus districts, feudalism, build 6 farms. I am not going to build 6 farms. At least, not any time reliably or soon. Right, so we built the government plaza. So we've got 3 options. So this is part of the DLC again. Ancestral Hall gives us production. That looks good. Audience Chamber gives us extra bonuses for governors. Warlord's Throne, capturing an enemy city. Well, we're not doing war, so I think that one's out. I think I might go for the Ancestral Hall. I wouldn't mind the bonus towards settlers. Extra government title. New cities receive a free builder. I think we're going to do enough of these to make it worthwhile. Right, because we're moving on a bit, so probably war carts aren't as useful, I might switch to barracks rather than stables. You got to choose when you do an encampment, but the barracks include the ranged units, which I tend to have as default. Yerevan needs a campus, but on the other hand, we already have 7 here, so Norway's trying to gain Kandy, Saladin's trying to gain Yerevan, and we're sort of trying to gain both, but we're not using Amani to do it. And we've got a new governor title. Can we give Amani something new? Other cities within 9,000 owned by you lose 2 loyalty per turn. That's tempting. Might do that one actually. Quite interested in the idea of being able to gain other cities through their lack of loyalty. Oh, we should possibly make more governors as well, like maybe a science one. I think the science guy will give us pluses. So this is what I was talking about with the dyes. We've now got 2 dyes. He wants dye. He's willing to give us amber and money in exchange and open his borders to us. So that's actually pretty good. He really wants dye. Might actually allow our scout to scout the area out as well if we can work out where the scout's gone. They were heading up here. Oh, there we are. They do actually have like a boat, don't they? They're not completely unable to cross water, which is good. Finally reached this place. Hoping that's not close enough to Tromso to count as breaking our promise. So you're going to need to start work on a crossbowman. Unfortunately, we don't have a government building yet, so we weren't able to gain a free builder. Would have been useful. Celestial navigation. Okay, the only one we have a boost towards now is mathematics, so we'll do mathematics. Without even thinking about it, war carts can temporarily defend. I'm actually wondering if we should settle a city up here. Maybe finally take out that settlement. It doesn't look like Cairo's going to fall to it, so we may as well gain the Sumerian advantage when conquering barbarians. But in any case, we may also be able to build a boat soon and discover new places to settle over the seas. Claim a great verse. We've got another great scientist, which is good. Excellent. Lagash, right. They've built the city walls. They've built the archer, which is fantastic. Well, we're about to have benefits towards settlers again, so much as I would like a watermill first. Actually, no, let's do a watermill. They're much cheaper, and they will help us build in the future. Right. So he needs to go to a campus. Unfortunately, I don't know if we've got one. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, that's not what he needs to do. Looks like he wants to go here. Okay. Gain a knowledge of stirrups, or a boost to a knowledge of stirrups. Which I think is what feudalism would have given us, unfortunately, but never mind. Can't be helped. I'm trying to give you orders. Oh, right, you can't go into deep water. Fair enough. Mathematics. Everyone loves mathematics. Okay, military tactics we have a boost to, and stirrups we have a boost to. got that boost quite early. Quite tempted to go for that one. Just in case we do go for war. I think that might be an upgrade for our war carts. Ah, we've fulfilled the promise to stop converting cities, so in theory we could probably convert their cities again now. But if nothing else, we've at least hopefully stayed relatively friendly, so he'll be thinking better of us. Actually, Saladin's quite well disposed towards us right now. Maybe I should make an effort to cultivate that relationship. Let's send him a delegation. Unfortunately, I feel like a little sorry for him now, so I'm quite inclined to be friends. Easy to be friends with someone who isn't actually a threat. Spider policymakers. Oh, cool. Sounds good. Okay, Uruk. What should you do next? There actually aren't many options, and our aqueduct isn't that useful because we've already got a source of fresh water. We're by a river. We can't build any other wonders apart from Stonehenge, which doesn't seem to be very useful either. We could build builders or settlers, or we could build ancient walls. I'm half tempted towards ancient walls. It's probably not as necessary in Uruk simply because they're quite central. Right, Pingala, the educator. I think he will help us with our current focus. So let's send him to Eridu, which is actually building a campus. He may help us build campuses. It might require a promotion, but they're at least building a science district, so I think he would be worth having there, if anywhere. Send an envoy, right. Going to do Yerevan again, because we're not suzerain of them. Can't believe we've still only discovered 2 city-states, but I guess that's what you get for not having had a scout. We have discovered the Romans. Oh yeah, he likes people who own a lot of land, doesn't he? That's the clue there. Far-reaching Rome. Right, has settlers. Brilliant. So we're going to try to keep our distance from Norway again. We put that warrior. Hoping the settlers should be relatively safe moving through most of this land. So we just send the warrior to catch them up and defend them. Okay, so you just built a settler. Can't build a trader. You already have an archer. Ancient walls might be useful, although I'm thinking maybe a monument. It's just because we're not going for a culture victory doesn't mean we can afford to let our culture get too low. I have a feeling culture may be instrumental in taking over cities, which we do want to do. Scotland. It's trading with Norway. Oh, looks like Cairo's made a trader to Kish anyway. Yes, you are welcome to establish an embassy. We must try to do the same. I'm not sure we have the right technology to do it yet. And it looks like we've discovered a new city-state that wants us to construct a commercial hub, which I have to say I am entirely up for. Okay, Kish. I think should build a settler. That can be the one we build up here. Yeah, I never really make use of this because it generally requires you to build farms in areas that don't have like wheat or anything. So, not as keen. Going to keep with what we have. Still want loads of settlers. Alright, we're going to boost to military tactics, so let's go with that one. New civic, we have a boost to mercenaries, so we'll go for that one. Uruk. There's nothing we can build yet. So let's build another builder. The only problem with settlers, they do reduce the size of the city. Oh! Can't believe that hasn't been snapped up yet. So I often don't do them in established cities, simply because I tend to want the cities to get as big as possible. Send a delegation. I can't do an embassy yet. Might even consider declaring friendship. Might need friends, seeing as Harold looks like he doesn't like us very much. What do we have? Uruk has grown. I suspect it's because we've reached a size of 10. Yeah. There we go. So we've got a whole bunch of things which are increasing our era score. I'm hoping that's looking good. Did I actually say? Oh, here we go. 68 or above. To avoid a dark age this time. Still got a way to go. Still not to worry. Oh, I think I've been given a free scout. And I really don't want to go that way. That was a bit silly. Yeah, definitely turn around. Right, so we've got a free scout for exploring that village, which is a bit unfortunate. Probably completely useless to us. I wasn't even sure I wanted one scout. I certainly didn't need two. He's just been instantly killed. Well, great. Partly my fault for foolishly taking him up there. Okay, we have another settler. Interesting. Okay, well maybe put him there? Uruk has built a builder. I think if we do one sawmill, which is this, one lumber mill, we get a plus towards something. But it does destroy the forest. I think forests are generally a good thing. There is a place here we could settle in theory if we can get a settler there. Okay. Oh, brilliant. So we had a quest for a commercial hub. So let's go with that next. Unfortunately, most of the good places seem to mean destroying something that we want. Or maybe if we claim this land and put it there. Okay, think maybe ancient walls for you. Actually, should I change that to a campus? Yeah, let's change it to a campus. There's a good one here. Desert with nothing in it. 2 mountains. That's a great place for a campus. about places to build lumber mills. I suppose we do have a couple of forests. Let's build one anyway. Pretty sure it gives us a uric acid towards something. Okay, Lagash, our wonderful bastion against Tromso. And a struggle to... I mean, a campus would be good, but we really want mountains. Might build an encampment. Just to improve our defence. Norwegian builder. Yeah, we definitely need to settle as much of this land as we can. Military tactics, good. Right. Printing will actually help with our advantage towards spreading our religion. So that's worth considering. I think castles might be a good one, because we don't look like we're about to change government. Although actually, aqueduct, I tend to settle in places where aqueducts aren't very useful. Kish. Although, again, Kish would have to build it there on the copper. So, I do find it quite hard. You see, we're often against rivers. I do find it a little hard to build aqueducts. So maybe that's actually a good place to build it. A good one to go for, even without a bonus. Right, so we're going to make a lumber mill, which has given us a boost to mass production. I completely forgot to actually develop that dye. Can't be helped. Let's found a city. Marzik. So this time we've got a free builder because of that Ancestors Hall we made. We're also going to build a crossbowman, which is going to take a while. Okay, so where should we go? We can't get the iron mine yet, but we can get the fish. Oh, cool. Caesar likes us. Might be a good time to declare friendship. Might be up for declaring friendship with the Arabians as well, but I'm just thinking Trajans probably got a bigger empire. And this is kind of what I meant about, like, there being an empire out there that's a bit keener on us, so respects empires with a lot of land, and absolutely all for gaining more land. So it should be much easier to keep Trajan as an ally. Hopefully. Mercenaries. Okay, what do we have? 2 campus districts. Can't believe we still haven't done that. I think the first one up is this one. So I'm going to go for medieval fairs because 4 trade routes is going to take some doing. Construct a commercial hub and construct a campus. We are online to do both of those. Now we could possibly have done with changing to the 1 person equals 2 for this one. Do we still have time to change that? Diplomatic. First envoy sent to each city-state. Yes, because I think we changed civics this turn. It allowed us to do that. So if we now send 1 envoy to them, we should find, if we look again, that we actually have 2 envoys. So the cost is temporarily we won't get as much influence until we change policies again. But it does give us a nice boost. Okay, plantation. Maybe build another ziggurat. Can always use the extra science. We can upgrade the warrior now. Might be a good idea. We do need to upgrade our archers to crossbowmen though, because we've seen if we've got that policy option yet that allows us to upgrade units. Might be military. We could probably do with a better government. Let's discover democracy or something soon. Okay, so we've basically finished the trade route to... where was it? Candy, was it? So we now want another one. Cairo might be a good option. At least get us a road up there. Not sure why the road doesn't follow their road. But it's a start. Should make Saladin friendlier towards us as well. Right, so where else can we build? Let's do some cattle over here. Settler, I think this is quite a good place to build a city. So that's given us +3 era score because we built another city, which is great. Don't think we've upset Harold yet. Unfortunately, Nipper has no one to defend them. It's taking so long to build a crossbowman now. But, yeah, it's giving us a few problems. Now we've got free builder again. Excellent. Let us do a pasture for horses. Ooh. Right, this time I'm going to say my people will settle where they please. He won't like it, but he'll probably like it better than if we break the promise. And I do want to settle as close to him as I can. Okay, wants open borders in exchange for truffles and 2 gold per turn. I don't think there's a problem with giving him open borders. I think it's mostly exploration. Obviously he will be trying to settle, but we're hopefully going to be able to out-settle him. And in any case, he's got ships and things, so I don't think we can stop him from settling. I think all we can do is inconvenience him in exploring, so let's just not do that. Let's keep things friendly. Petra. Useful if you have a lot of desert tiles. We really don't. Might be more useful for icing, actually. Okay, so what else should we build? Concerned we don't have any theatre squares, but at the same time we really need to build campuses. So we would actually be better off building campuses here. I think we're part way towards getting it, but not to worry. I don't really see there's much point in building mines in places where there aren't specific advantages, so I might go up here and do some rice for icing. And yeah, ziggurats all round, I suppose. Oh, brilliant. We have more or less made it through the Dark Age. Right, I'm going to send the archers and escorts, because an undefended settler is in more danger than an undefended city. We definitely want to settle in one of these places. I'm quite inclined towards that one. Keep exploring. There's quite... oh no, this is Mohenjo-Daro. I was thinking it was the Romans again. So Larak is going to need another defensive unit, the crossbowman. Really could do with freeing up some more of his military units so we can go take out that barbarian outpost, assuming they're still there. They are. Okay. Right, really should leave it there. I think we've gone a little bit over again. So, yeah, I mean, most of that was just surviving the Dark Age and settling as much as possible. Bit of exploration, but yeah, I hope we're doing okay. Although actually, it says it's ending soon, doesn't it? So we're almost in danger of hitting a Dark Age again. We need 3 more era points to avoid it. So that actually proved more difficult than I expected. I thought we'd be aiming for a Golden Age and checking out what a Heroic Age is like. But apparently we need 3 more era points. Now I think we got 3 for doing a new settlement. But it's whether the settler will actually get there in time. Highly debatable. So yeah, I suppose the big thing next time is going to be, can we avoid a Dark Age? Another Dark Age. Only 3 points to go, so it should be possible. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of money to help us speed things up in terms of getting buildings and things, although we are going to build a new campus. So that's something. So I suppose we'll see. But, you know, not unhappy with how that went. Sorry to lose the wonder, but at least it made me decide that we're going to go science rather than culture. And yeah, otherwise I think things are going pretty well. We've made friendship with the Romans. I don't know how powerful they are, but they're at least powerful enough to have their troops over here from whichever continent they started on. Maybe we'll look at an alliance next. Or it might mean being dragged into wars. But we'll see. That's all for next time. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you then.